What's up, music junkies? Thank you for tuning in on our season 2 premiere. Uh,
So,
Today we have a special guest with us, 508 Drew. How do you, what do you go by? Do you go by 508 Drew? Do you go by Drew 508
I normally just go by Drew. I just go
Drew?
by Drew.
Yeah. So that's your rap name
Yeah,
per
yeah.
se.
The rap name would be 508 from Boston, so I had to represent that. But the Drew is just shorter for my name. Just
Yeah, yeah, makes
throw it
sense.
out there.
Yeah, like the rapper we had last time, he went by 309 DT.
Mhm.
So same thing, zip code or area code and stuff. So first question is, how did you get started? How did you, start making music? How did you get into music and stuff like that?
I'd say ever since like a kid and stuff, my dad was always like he'd always sing to me. Like anytime I go to sleep, it'd be Beatles, like nonstop. Every night was Beatles. I'd have them like memorized. Like now I'm not too good on them anymore, but
you got a favorite Beatles song?
I'd say. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one, but I can like literally anyone you throw on and I'm like it. Like
Yeah.
Right
anyone.
on.
It's the
Right on.
Beatles.
Yeah, it's the Beatles, bro. Come
What do you
on.
expect?
Yeah.
Come on,
But
Jake.
yeah, after that it was just moved on to at school just doing those like little singing classes like with your class and stuff. And like it took me a while to notice that I actually liked it because I was always that kid in school that like I thought I was too cool to like try.
Yeah.
So like it was still like really like elementary school stuff, but like I saw like one of my homies that was like actually kind of singing, and I was just like, oh, maybe I should try. And then like we were like the two best in the class, and I was like, that was the start.
So you
Nice.
sing?
Yeah, sing like it was mostly sing like off of like I don't know some Beatles stuff too, like anything like an elementary school teacher would play for their kids, stuff like that. But I'd say I'd say what I do like now is a little bit of like a mix of in between of like singing and rapping. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, about how long you been singing for? You said since around high school?
I'd say I'd say like officially like probably just been a year.
A
Probably just
year?
a year, yeah.
So
Okay. So, what are
that's
some
when
of
you
the?
figured out you wanted to rap?
Yeah. I'd say about a year was when I was like, I want to do it. Like I saw other people doing it, and I'd always like I'd listen to songs, and I'd just be like I can do this.
All right. So, when did you start writing your lyrics? I guess.
I'd say a year ago too. All right, I started.
Dang. So just
Everything. Yeah.
everything. So you
Every
just went all in.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, if like my thing was just like, if I can just like not stop, like keep getting better and better, like I can't lose. So like
Okay.
Oh.
I just never stopped, never just kept going all out.
Right on. So, what are some things that you do to combat when you get like writer's block when you're all stuck, can't seem to move past a part? Is it usually lyrics, or how do you make your music?
I start with the beat really. Like I'll just go on
Mhm.
YouTube and like I just literally will search up Kodak type beat. I'm giving away all the juice right here. Kodak type beat, Young Thug type beat, Callan for real type beat. Like I just throw those on and like I've probably heard them all right now. So it's like it's the type of thing like just think of that. Imagine hearing all of the type beats.
I'm
So
sure you have, man. You're just like, I can't find that perfect one that fits.
exactly.
I totally understand that struggle.
And
All
then
right.
when
So,
you do find the perfect one, it's just like, is it really perfect? And then you want to keep searching. Yeah.
there's so many things you want to change about those pre-made songs I'm finding. But, okay. So, what do you find most difficult when you're actually writing a song? Is it the lyrics? Is it finding the music?
I'd say starting is gonna be the hardest part, just because like for me like I'll get the songs that like I'll be thinking something throughout the whole day, which could be like 4 words or whatever, and
Mhm.
then I'll put it to a beat, and then like okay that's it, and I'm like okay this is perfect, this is the beat for that song,
Yeah.
and then I just have normally like so many like little pieces of songs in my notes. So like anytime that I want to like look back on something, I can just like add on to it. So like I slowly add on to everything. So but like back to what your question was before of like the hardest part is or like what I do to combat writer's block is just I just take a break. Like if I'm really struggling and it's just like I just start getting in my head, I'm just like, today's not the day. I tried, and that's all that matters. I can try tomorrow, and then
Mhm.
normally it gets good like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're young as hell. You're
Super
18.
young.
You're starting out. So who? I mean, you told us who you kind of look for as like types of beats.
Uh,
Who brought you into rap, and what type of artists do you listen to now?
I'd say now I definitely listen to a lot of Gunna, a lot of O3, a lot of Young Thug, a lot of Kodak, but definitely like when I was younger, it was a lot of Lil Wayne, a lot of Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And now I'd say like people I look up to the most would probably just be like Young Thug and Kodak for sure. Just because like those are the type of guys like any interview is legendary because they're just so wise. They're so wise.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's who That's who you're trying to strive to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So what are some things about them in particular do you like about their music? Is it like aspects of their beat? Is it stuff that they write like that you can feel, or what do you look for? Just the
Yeah. I
sound, or do you want to feel something?
I guess it'd definitely be like the type of energy that it comes off of it, like how it makes me feel. Because like any Young Thug song you really listen to, it's gonna make you feel a different type of way depending on the
Oh
song.
yeah.
So I definitely with Young Thug, it's definitely about how it makes you feel, and then like with Kodak, it just be like his type of like fluency, like or like how fluid he is with everything. Like he can make a song like Patty Cake, or then he can make a song like Transport, and like he just makes a lot of different stuff, and it's just like it's cool to see that.
Yeah. So you you released how many songs do you have out?
I'd say I probably got like 10,
Yeah, you have
Damn.
about 10 songs out.
The full
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
So
To be
what
honest, I really don't keep track because as soon as I drop a song,
you
don't listen
start
to
and
it.
you start working on something else, and yeah. So what do you have in the works? What are you working on?
Right now I got a project that I'm working on. It's gonna be like a small EP, but I'm trying to get a lot of people like into the project. So it's the type of thing that I got a lot of hands on deck right now. So it's really just piecing everything together, getting a lot of collaborations, and not really like feature wise, because for some reason I just really like to just do stuff like music wise on my own, but
Mhm.
like visuals, like all that type of stuff, like photography, just like trying to get people that might not be like at the top of their game, but like with everybody combined, like you could create some really nice stuff, even if not everybody's at the peak.
So can you tell us a little bit about like what kind of songs are going to be on there and stuff like that?
I definitely got like more of like a love song, like song for like as my homie was saying for like the girls. Definitely have a song for the girls on there. I got a song that's more like Boston, more a little more street. I put my Boston accent into it too. So
So
the
what's
home
what's what's the Boston style?
Oh.
I'd say like the Boston style is definitely a little bit like it's not as sweet as the girl one, but it's like they say force it. They say don't force it. Like all the time. It's not force, just don't force it.
Faucet.
Yeah, like
Sounds like faucet.
yeah, exactly. Like it pretty much just means like you're trying too hard. If somebody says that to you, you're just trying too hard and like yeah.
Tell them they thirsty. Go drink some water.
Cause
Yeah,
Boston, dude, Boston is crazy. Boston is fucking insane. You like, I don't know if you guys ever watched that show, the Gang Wars, on Spike TV. So it tells you they follow like certain gangs, and there's this one from. It's not even a gang. It's uh, they're metalheads in Boston. You know, they they were on gang wars as a gang because they were all about the music.
yeah,
They're fucking insane out there. So I would
yeah.
assume
No,
the Boston style would be some fucking crazy rap, some hard shit.
yeah, definitely. Like the first place I lived when I went to Massachusetts was New Bedford, and it's real dirty out there, and like just a little bit ago, I don't know, I think it was like some Kings or something, like some giant gang, like they shut down almost like a whole road because they were doing some dealing in these like giant houses because the type of houses they have is like they got like living spaces on top of each other and stuff like that. So it's just like they buy out 4 of them or something and just like deal in there, do everything in there. They had whips there. They did everything there. But I was lucky enough to my parents. They started moving up. My dad started moving up fast to get us out of there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, a lot of people struggle to get out there or
No,
get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, I don't remember it, but my parents always told me about one of the second places that we lived in. We actually got like woken up at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something because we were getting kicked out because the person that was like renting it to us also told another people that he was renting it to them. So these people showed up for some reason and we're just like, nah, this is ours.
Yeah.
And we had to just pack our bags and go.
What the fuck, dude?
But it's real, like,
Having up and leave.
Yeah, it's a lot of industry stuff out there. Like, it's a really big like fisheries place over there, but there's a lot of Portuguese. It's a Portuguese community out there, but a lot of just, it's not the best place to be out there. You see people doing stuff on the streets they probably shouldn't be doing, but
it's like living in Fairfield and shit. Ugh.
So you started about a year ago,
Yeah.
And I know about 7 months ago COVID started. So how has that affected you in terms of making music or your ultimate goal? Because I'm sure you wanted to play shows. I'm sure you wanted to get your music out there in different ways. So what did COVID stop for you, and what is COVID helping you?
I'd say COVID definitely took it took a little bit of a break, just like as soon as it hit, because kind of everything shut down for like a little bit. So there was definitely a little bit of a break, but it was a type of thing. I remember seeing some video of like T Grizzly. He was just like, since COVID's hitting, like you just gotta stay in your bag, and like, this is the time to just work on your craft, and then as soon as it's over, you come out. So it's like all I did was I started writing a lot more because I started having a lot more free time. So I got a job and yeah, I just start writing. Oh, and I'm gonna say this right now. It says Danny on this thing, but that's my friend. Yeah, but yeah, I just started working a lot more, and then once studios started opening up, I just saw that my craft had gotten a lot better.
So, are you recording everything in the studio, or are you recording everything yourself? What do you do yourself, and what do you outsource?
I only write all my lyrics down on my own. I only get the beats on my own. Everything else, mix, master, record, I do it at Brennan Solness. He recorded Blueberry Fago for Lil Mosey down at his house. So we be going out there and we be making some good songs, and that's a real good person to definitely be recording from, because he's all about the energy. He's not gonna send you home with something trash. He
helps you. He tells you what you need and stuff like that. That's kind of what you need. You need someone.
Someone with a trained ear that's been in the industry doing
that. Kind of mentors you and helps you come up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's all that stuff you guys just said.
It's awesome. So, have you ever made beats, or do you play any instruments? Do you do anything like that?
Nah, man. I used to play the trumpet one time, and it was bad. I just would look at my buddy and just like, it was bad.
Dude, just please stop.
Yeah, no, it was bad. I was so happy to not do that again. But I got a guitar. I don't know how to play that either. But
you just got it.
Yeah, no, I've wanted to learn how to make beats and stuff. I've been really thinking about investing in a computer and just really just like going down on it, because I want to know like everything about anything that surrounds my craft. Like if I can get in the studio with some bum and he don't know what he's doing, but I do, I can be like, no, change that up, and then it's good. But when you don't know anything about that stuff, it's like
you're kind of relying on everyone else.
Yeah, you could just be sitting there being like, this guy's messing up my music. Yeah. So if you know what you're doing, that won't happen to you, and that's where I want to be.
Yeah, that's how I feel when Jake touches my music, but
it was one time and I'm never doing it again.
I was just kidding. Yeah. So what are your ultimate goals? What do you want to do You know, let's say COVID aside, what are your ultimate goals with your music?
I'd say my ultimate goal is just, make something that people can listen to and just like completely get out of like whatever mentality they're in before, either if it's like super happy and like or super sad. Like I just want my music to like make somebody feel exactly what I want them to feel. That's what I'd say my goal is. But and long term goal, I just want to pretty much be able to not really like people would call it clout or whatever, but I just want to be able to like have influence on people, like to be
Okay.
able to tell people what's good and what's bad and have people actually want to like have people be influenced by it. So
Well, I think that's extremely respectful because someone else could have said, "I just want money. I just want to be
Yep.
rich. I just want to be
I want the
famous."
fame.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's very humble that you're trying to help influence others and help people with your music instead of just I just want to help myself. I'm just doing this for the money. Like, and I've said this before. There's a lot of young rappers out there that are literally just doing for the money.
yeah,
Um, I don't know their names, but a few littles, Lil Uzi Vert. I don't know if it's him. I just a few lils. Um, they
Trippy Red.
they make music just for the money, and you could
yeah,
tell it's blatantly obvious. There's a lot of people
They
that
show you
yeah
in their music. They
in their
show
music, yeah, exactly, where they don't
yeah.
even say lyrics. It's just it's just a
They're
bunch of
throwing
random
stacks of
words.
cash and it's ad libs.
Yeah, I think it's definitely easy to get that to fall into that mentality of just you see these rappers with money, you see what they're flaunting, and it's easy to just be like, yeah, this is why I want it. But I feel like you're not really gonna get anywhere until you start like doing it for better reasons than just money. Because I like people really say like money doesn't really buy you happiness. Like you could have
It
multiple.
does buy you a vacation to Hawaii, though.
That's true. It can buy
That
you,
make me pretty happy.
yeah, it can buy you things that make you happy, but eventually those things you get tired of those things. You can have one fast car, and then after a month or two, that fast car doesn't feel too fast anymore.
And the thing about it is that once you have money, the relationships you build or you get while you have money are going to be different than when you're dirt poor. So you kind
On
of
your struggle, because
yeah.
you ain't gonna have a whole lot of people on your side when you're climbing, man. But once you're at the top, everybody gonna remember your name.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
just how it is.
It's funny. Did you know that J. Cole was married? I mean, this is what I read. I don't know if it's true. He was married and he hid his relationship for so long just because he didn't want to fall into that category or have her have her
Have that
life.
scrutiny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because she's been with him since the very beginning, and I think that's I think that's fucking awesome. People follow you, not just for the money, but because they want to support you.
They believe in you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't have that, and these young rappers are like, losing everything because they think that everyone's with them instead of they're just with them for the money.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was glad to, have just a small, tight circle. Like, I'm the type of person that I want to be friends with everybody, but I don't want, they're not necessarily in my circle. Like, I'm cool with everybody. Like, I don't want it to come to the point that, like, when I make it and then it's just like everybody hates, like, there will be people that hate, but it's the type of thing of, like, if I can help out everybody, like, if I can, like, have these little collaborations with people, it's like, I did my part.
Yeah. So what it sounds like is you're trying to build a network, and I think you're going about it the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So
And then I mean, it just helps the other people because then like, let's say somebody's starting a brand or whatever, give me a T-shirt, man. I'll fucking put it on here.
rock it
And
everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
It's about
So
bringing people up with you, not just yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
so that does lead me to my next question. So how do you plan to market yourself in order to, like what's working and what hasn't in the past? Because you've been doing this for about a year. I'm sure you've had some ups and downs. So let's
Yeah.
hear some about those.
I'd say definitely an up was a music video.
Okay.
Like let's say the music video itself didn't necessarily go crazy, but the act of dropping a music video,
It's
like
huge.
it's
and
huge.
the experience of
Yeah,
making
yeah,
it,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So like,
Because not only did you spend the time making the song, you recorded it, but you also spent time making the video.
yeah,
So there's a lot
exactly.
of thought, I'm sure, that goes into it.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
stuff.
definitely. It's just the type of thing that like throw that on an Instagram promo and like the other thing that helps a lot is just like getting in contact with the people that are like around your music, for example.
Mhm.
Like my buddy in Boston, he was like kind of tight with Macklemore and stuff, so he knew a little bit of stuff. So he was telling me like if you can just build these relationships with these people, they'll be a lot more likely to just like you or stay by your side just because they see you for who you actually are. So like
Mhm.
people might like my song, and then if they're not following me, I might hit them up and be like, "Hey man, I saw you liked it. Like it'd mean a lot if you wanted to follow me. Like I just want
Yeah,
to hang
just help
out."
out.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just all about like communicating with people.
Yeah, it's about growing your, not only just network is
Building your
friendships,
tribe,
and
you know?
Yeah,
build
exactly.
your little army of friends, networking buddies, pretty much everything.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I don't like to get too caught up on like followers on Instagram, for example, because like let's say when I dropped the music video and I did the promo, I think I went up to like 980, real close to like 1,000. And then like now I'm at 918, but the people I got now are more likely to stay than those people that already left.
Yeah, yeah,
Correct.
So it's like
that's true.
I don't really get trapped in the
They,
numbers.
they stayed there for a reason. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's a part of your journey. Call
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
But for stuff that hasn't worked, hmm, let me think.
Learning experiences are always fun to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say feature. Feature didn't really work. Like for some reason, like my mindset was thinking like feature would work. His people might want to come here, and then my people might also like to listen to him. But I felt like at the end of the day, it was just like people that were on my SoundCloud, for example, which is where you can find most of my music. It was like people that were on there were there to hear me. They weren't here to hear somebody else. So a lot of
Exactly.
I drop a song with
Fast
somebody else.
forward.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, I don't want to hear this guy. I want to hear fucking 508 Drew.
Yeah. So you think features, maybe just this one in particular, but do you think the other features are going to help you out promote yourself, or do you think it was just you having someone feature in your song, or you know you featuring in someone else's song? Which one do you think would work best for you?
I think someday they'll both work really well. But I feel like just now, like the type of people I have listening to my stuff, they're just here. They're just here for me right now. So I know in the future, it's definitely gonna be if I could get a feature with like I don't know some Young Thug, for example. That would go crazy. So
Yeah.
like we know that would do good and stuff, and me possibly being on somebody else's song too, like that would do good too. But I think right now is just not the time.
All right. Besides Young Thug, who is your dream feature, or who do you want to collaborate with? Give me top three.
Drake would have to be on there just because
Just
you,
because
you
it's
might
fucking Drake, dude.
you might not like every song, but every song is good to somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah,
hits different
Hey,
with everyone.
Drake gets you in your fucking feels, though.
Yep. I
Yeah.
hate it, man. I could kill a whole gallon of ice cream listening to his shit. I'm done.
You
yeah,
would.
yeah. I'd say Drake. I'd say definitely Lil Baby,
Okay.
and I might just have to say Lil Mosey. People aren't gonna like that, but I'm gonna have to say that just because like I used to know him before he was up, and then like I'm just like waiting for like when it's my turn to come up and just be like, shit, nigga, you remember me? I remember you.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be that type of thing. So I think that'd be cool too.
Right on.
So, have you met anyone in the area you're in now that's been helping you with your music besides the people you record with? Cause
Not really. I wouldn't say really anybody helps me with my music. Like even if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but no, like it's really just me.
do everything solo. It's pretty good.
Like like I show my buddies and stuff, and like I just ask them what they think about it. So yeah, I could say my friend, like my friend Danny. Yeah, I'd say my friend Danny for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the same as what am I gonna add here? You know, sometimes
Yeah,
you kind of need. I mean, I don't, s-
Like
I don't,
honest opinions, you know, like
I don't think need is the right word, but sometimes it's kind of nice to have someone that knows about music, that knows about
they
rap.
can
To
give you the right constructive criticism
yeah, hey,
for what
change
you're
change
asking.
these lyrics, or this would sound better here. You know, me and Jake have that back and forth.
yeah,
Listen to this song and tell me what you think. Listen to these lyrics and tell me what you think. So
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
doing it solo is good, but I think sometimes you need that extra little push.
Yeah, yeah, I
Well,
definitely say like for like somebody that like is real, like they're really gonna tell you like how it is. I definitely just say Brennan, like where I record at, just because like he was in the music industry. He used to make music. He used to do shows. Like
And
I'll
he
say some,
knows about everything. Yeah.
yeah. I'll like he's like in the new Internet Money album. He's got like 2 3 songs on there or something. Like he's doing big things. So it's like he will tell me like, nah, bro, that's trash. Don't
That's
say that.
whack. Yeah.
And then I'll be like, all right. And then if I'm having troubles, he might even be like, how about you say this? And then I'll say it and he'll be like, exactly. And like, there'll be times, I'll tell you, there'll be times that I'll think I sound good and he'll be like, nah, redo it. And I'll be like, do it again, do it again. And I'll do it maybe 10 times. And it's just like, it'll get frustrating sometimes, but then I just keep thinking like, nah, this is good that he's telling me that
Yeah.
what I just did was trash. And then the ultimate outcome is
Yeah.
good. So
You can't
that's it.
you can't take it to heart when someone tells you, "Hey, this is not good,"
Mhm.
because you know they I mean,
you can
a
take it
lot.
to your heart if they're just rude
Well, a
about
lot
their
of
way
people.
of like.
I know. You know, I'll take it back because a lot of people are trying to hurt you. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
as fucked up as it sounds.
especially if they really fucking like it.
A lot of people
Ooh,
don't want you to succeed.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So you know, you take it to heart a little bit, but when you know someone that knows about music, you know that they're real. You can't take it to heart when they tell you, "Hey, this doesn't sound good," just
Yeah.
because you know they're trying to help you. You're you're trying to perfect the craft, and if you know someone that knows about it tells you, hey, this needs to be upgraded a little bit, you know, you kind of should listen.
Yeah, you got to use it to grow. You got to use it to grow.
Yeah.
oh man, oh man, I got some stories. You want to hear something funny?
I'd
But
love to hear something funny.
All right, so I'd actually have something that it's kind of in the same ballpark. So I
oh,
released a song.
okay,
You know,
yeah,
you know where I'm going with this.
yeah, I know.
All right, so I released a song, okay, and obviously it was a heartbreak song. I got a lot of positive feedback from it, but there's one person that popped up out of the fucking blue that it got back around to,
Mm.
and they came and they shat all over it. They had nothing but terrible things to say, and you know it bugged me a little bit. But
Mhm.
then I thought about it. I actually made something.
Yeah.
It was
You
his
know,
ex-girlfriend.
yeah.
Shit all over him.
Oh
He sent
man.
me the message.
Uh,
It was it was crazy.
it was awful. It
Yeah.
was awful. But I mean, it just goes to show that you know your music. People aren't always gonna like it, but there are gonna be those people who are a part of your tribe that do like it, that get it. But deep down, I think they really liked it, but they were really kind of just like,
Haters gonna hate.
fuck you, Jake. I hate
Yeah.
you." You know, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm over it. But yeah, that's just
Oh,
it's hilarious.
yeah, they
Yeah,
fucked
no,
you in the
that's
ass with that, with that message.
yeah, no,
So,
I think it's definitely like I remember first dropping like when I was dropping my first song, because first song was like, I don't know, I was still in high school and stuff like that. So it was just like it's the type of thing like when people start hearing like, oh, he's gonna start making music, like he's probably gonna be
especially in high school, dude, that's when you get the most criticism.
exactly.
Oh, dude. Ah,
Yeah. So I was kind of happy that I did start in high school, because it's the type of thing like my first song is probably gonna be probably my worst. It's my worst song that I've dropped, but it's the type of thing like there was so much attention around it and so many views, because people were either like, I want to look at it because he might be good, or I want to look at it because he's probably bad.
Yeah.
But that's all attention. So, like
Yeah.
all it's all
Positive or negative, baby. It's
It's
all
all
good
attention.
PR.
so yeah, views are views.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but 300 miles was your latest release, right?
No, 300. No, I Stone was my latest release. Stone. I just dropped Stone a little bit ago.
How long ago?
Man, as soon as I drop those, I completely forget. So I'd say, I'd
I need to
say,
get you a calendar so you can write.
yeah, literally, man, literally.
We need to make a music junkies calendar, one to put back there on the wall next to
I send it to
to
me.
the.
Send it to me. Send it to me. I'll
All
put
right,
that up
so I asked about 300 miles because I really like that song. So can you tell, the audience what that song is about?
there. Yeah, I'd say at first it started off with just something that really sounded nice, but it started off that I just wanted to I like driving fast, so it was just like I'm gonna say
You're going
going
300
300
miles.
miles on the
Yeah.
freeway because it's like I had never actually gone 300 miles on a
I don't
freeway.
yeah, I
But
think
You ever been on a
there's
plane?
a handful of people.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
on the
yeah,
freeway, dumbass.
yeah,
Yeah, airplane is in the fucking sky. What the fuck?
yeah. But no, yeah, it definitely was just about I like cars and that's one thing I definitely think different like makes me different from the rest is just like how I want to incorporate like put cars and music together.
Something you like into something
Yeah,
else
exactly.
that you like. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but
What's your favorite car?
um, I'd probably have to say
Don't say
the
a
Acura.
Mustang, dude. All right, cool.
Oh
Oh,
man.
Oh
Ah.
god.
nah, V6 Mustang. Nah, get that out of here.
I don't like Ford at all.
Nah, I'd say probably like an Acura NSX, one of the old ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
I
about
def-
muscle car? Do you like muscle cars? Or are
yeah,
you
yeah.
all about the imports?
Shelby's.
I like those
Oh my
old
god,
Mustangs
dude.
for sure. I definitely like those old Mustangs. I want. I forgot who makes. Yeah, Chevy makes El Camino, right? The truck, the little car
Chevy,
truck.
yeah,
That's
Chevy,
hot.
El Caminos, Chevelles, Novas,
Yes.
Camaros,
Yeah.
Dodge makes the Challengers, the Darts,
Yeah, for
Ford,
the
yeah,
new stuff, I'm a little bit like yeah, the new
imports.
stuff. Yeah, I want imports for
Yeah.
sure. Right hand drive all the way.
Well,
Like
you
right now, I just bought a Lexus IS 300, and I'm working on manual swapping it and getting it a whole JDM look on it, just because that's like my mod car. Because
so
like my
are you gonna make it all pink and anime characters on it?
nah, nah. maybe like a pink steering wheel, but
Maybe.
maybe, but yeah, no, that's like the mod car, and then my other one is just like my fast one.
Okay. Okay. I'm more about muscle, and now I'm getting into trucks,
Yeah.
and I don't like Ford at all, but that new Ford Bronco, man, that shit
Oh
looks
yeah,
so
yeah,
fucking sexy.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That thing is of course nasty.
Yeah, fuck.
Creation go fast. Yeah, that's for sure hot.
All
I
right,
just want a clapped out shit box with a good sound system, man. I'm happy.
That bass booming.
it's the
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
bass. Oh my
If
god.
the truck get rattling, I don't want it.
So me and my old friend used to drive around, and Jake, you know him, Orion. We used to
Oh
drive
god.
around in this old fucking Caprice, '87 Caprice. I don't know if you know what that is because you're so
That was
young.
before he got his Monte Carlo, I
But
think.
that was they're like all metal bucks, you know. And when you driving it, it feels like you're in a boat. It just sways. It's so smooth. But he put two subwoofers in the back,
Hmm.
and a whole sound system. And that shit would rattle so fucking loud because it's all metal. And we would bump like Yellow Wolf, and Yellow Wolf songs all have the massive amounts of fucking 808s and
Just
bass, and it was just you would just hear us like driving around town and doo, 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 and just the
Yeah.
bass going so fucking loud. Oh,
Yeah.
those were the days.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just started like kind of liking trucks. Like before, I kind of wanted an old school truck, but my dad just got like a new Ram 1500, so I was like, I just whipped it around for the first time. That thing's boat.
And it's smooth as
Nice.
fuck. You hit
Yeah,
any
bro.
bump, any
Yeah,
pothole, it's just nothing. You don't
Easy.
feel.
nothing.
Yeah.
Cooled seats. That's like that was crazy.
But you're north. Does it ever get
Yeah.
hot?
Yeah, but it feels good. Still feels nice to have cool seasons.
We need that here in Arizona, man. It's like 113 right
Yeah, you fucking need that bad. Yeah, I'm in San Diego, so I'm cool anytime, any day. So that's all the questions I have. Jake, do you have anything else?
I think we hit it right on the
Yeah.
noggin, man. This was fantastic.
What I do want to give you is a chance to, tell our listeners, someone that hasn't heard you, what your music is about, what they can expect when listening to you, and anything else you want to say to people that already know you. So this is your time to address everyone.
Yeah, I definitely say that any different song you hear that I've dropped, every single one's gonna make you feel a different type of way. So definitely just give a listen to every single one because you might just find the one that's for you. And upcoming, we got a nice little EP coming up, nice artwork coming up, maybe a lyric video. We'll see. And definitely a music video's got to come out, and just a lot of collabs, probably people you know. So just tune in and you're gonna like it for sure.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
again, thank you for coming on the show.
Of
Really
course, man.
appreciate
It
it.
was an honor.
508 Drew, you better listen to him.
All right, man. You guys, peace.
So that was a fantastic interview.
Yeah.
Nice kid.
Yeah, good kid. He's starting off, and that's kind of why I wanted to start this podcast. In the first place, I wanted to help young kids, up and coming artists. I know we've had like Trevor Wesley, an experienced musician.
Mhm.
We've had Victor from Tribal Seeds and stuff like that are experienced, but we also mostly focus on up and coming if they're not too big, they're not stuff like that, because it helps them promote. And he's a good musician, has a good head on his shoulders, he's humble, and I think people are gonna like him, especially the kind of sound that he's going for, and that's a huge sound right now.
I think so too. He's got a couple bangers, man.
Yeah, pretty good songs. And I'm really excited that we started our season 2.
Second season, baby.
Yeah, we were on a 4-week hiatus, and now we're back. I'm excited. We have a few things coming along, so yeah, I'm really happy for that. I am working on a website for Music Junkies, and that'll come out real soon. I'm like 60% done. I'm not too familiar with WordPress, but yeah. So just to give you guys the lowdown on the website, you'll be able to listen to our podcast through the website. You could stream it. It'll have links to our Spotify if you prefer Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, whatever you prefer. And it'll also have music news. So if you ever, want to just know what's going on in hip hop, what's going on in rock, what's going on in rap, and stuff like that, you could go on our website and see an article that we post and rewrite. We'll have about 3 dedicated writers to just research and find music, new releases, stuff like that.
It's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, and we're gonna have our family. So everyone that's been on Music Junkies are gonna be, on there. Their links, their profiles. You'll be able to go through everyone's music. And if they release anything new, we want to be the first to promote it, because we're family Music Junkies. We want to make our own little network. So I think it's gonna be great.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of good things coming. I think we're gonna be changing some things around as well. I want to make like a little backing track for us. I think it'd be fun.
So season 2 is gonna be full of new things, and as you can tell, I'm in a new area. I got a new camera. Jake's in a new area. He got a new blanket.
Bed.
He got a new blanket.
God.
We're trying to improve slowly but surely. Of course, with COVID, everything slowed down. Our hopes for a studio kind of went down the drain, but we're making the best do with what we have.
Yeah. The next couple of seasons, I think it'll be coming along. I'll make like a little dedicated spot that looks cool, like Mario's, with those little bobbleheads and his little shark mouth.
Look,
and yeah,
Robert Ronald Acuna Jr. is Batman. If he was, or it's a Batman imposter.
I know. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
it's a Batman imposter. Then I have Freddie Freeman,
That don't look a thing like Freddie Freeman.
and then there's a creepy ass Chihuahua bobblehead. It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's cool.
Does it look like when they get scared and tremble, start tearing at the eyes?
No, it looks like it could kill you.
Fuck that. Yeah, he looks
Look
very
at it.
disgruntled,
He's
man.
staring right at you. He's trying to figure
Yeah.
out what
He don't
can
like
do.
me either.
Oh. Anyways, I'm super excited about the second season. I'm super excited about 508 Drew and all the other guests that we're going to have this season. And I'm so happy to be here with Jake and everyone listening. We love you. So tune in next week for some new artists.
You guys take it easy. Stay safe out there.